How to build your own PC. A step-by-step guide in building the best PC. Essential parts needed for the assembly.
System build requirements. 1. Casing. 2. Motherboard. 3. Power supply. 4. Processor. 5. RAM memory. 6. DVD drive. 7. SSD or HDD. 8. Graphics card. 9. Processor heatsink with exhaust fan. 10. Case fan.
Tools needed for the assembly. The most common tools used for computer assembly is Phillips screwdriver.
Occupational health and safety procedures before and during assembling computer system. 15. Occupational health and safety procedure. Reminders before you start disassembling your computer tower to keep both your unit and yourself safe. And always remember, on these doesn't fit doesn't belong. Read and follow instruction on the manual carefully. Do not work alone so that there's someone who can take care of you in case of accident or emergency. Always power off and unplug the computer before working on it. Take off any metal objects on your arms or fingers such as bracelets, rings or watches. Even if your unit is unplugged, there may still be some remaining electric charge. Always ground or discharge yourself before touching any part of the computer, and make sure your hands are completely dry to avoid damaging any mechanical parts as well. As to avoid electrocution, be careful with the tools that may cause short circuit. Handle all parts with care. Place each piece you remove carefully down onto a stable surface. If a component does not come out easily, do not use excessive force if things don't quite slip into place or when you're removing it. Instead, check if you are removing it correctly and no wires still connected in the hardware. Always pull the cable connector on the handle and not on the cable itself. Be sure you're standing in a dry place and use only rubber shoes when standing on the ground or in a concrete floor. Make sure that the pins are properly aligned when connecting a cable connector. Take away any liquid such as mineral water or soft drinks near your working area on your computers. The three of the most damaging things to a computer are moisture, shock and dust. Personal protective equipment is correctly used in accordance with organizational HS procedures and practice. Hazard risks in the workplace and their corresponding indicators are identified to minimize or eliminate risk to co-workers, workplace and environment. Take necessary precautions to protect the component of the computer from damage caused by electrostatic discharge. Hold the components by edges and do not touch the ICs.
Hi there. Welcome to Computer System Servicing. Today, I will teach you how to assemble a computer. This is an easy step-by-step procedure for you to follow, so watch and learn from the video.
One of the most significant component of the PC is the power supply. It is the lifeline of your computer system. More so, stability, reliability and durability are the main factor of this system. Take into consideration of buying a branded PSU like Antec and other available brand on the market. If you're using Intel Core i7 or AMD processor, a 550 watts of power will do, but the higher the wattage the better. Random access memory, or RAM, is one of the most important components in all devices, from PCs to smartphones to game consoles. Without RAM, doing just about anything on any system would be much slower. On the flip side, not having enough for the application or game you're trying to run can bring things to a crawl or even prevent them from running at all. The performance of your system relies mostly on RAM memory. The higher RAM that you have, the better. Computer case screws are the hardware used to secure parts of a PC to the case.
The motherboard is a printed circuit board and foundation of a computer that is the biggest board in a computer chassis. IT allocates power and allows communication to and between the CPU, RAM, and all other computer hardware components. The lifespan of your computer depends solely on the motherboard. ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte are good brands to start with. Short for Digital Versatile Disc or Digital Video Disc, a DVD or DVD-ROM is a disc capable of storing a significant amount more data than a standard compact disc. DVDs are widely used for storing and viewing movies and other data. A hard disk drive is a non-volatile data storage device. IT is usually installed internally in a computer. attached directly to the disk controller of the computer's motherboard. A computer case, also known as a computer chassis, tower, system unit, or cabinet, is the enclosure that contains most of the components of a personal computer. Cases are usually constructed from steel, often steel, electrogalvanized, cold-rolled, coil, aluminium and plastic. Other materials such as glass, wood, acrylic, and even Lego bricks have appeared in home-built cases. Examine the power supply 20/24 pin power connector and the Molex connector. Now try to check the SATA cable connector. Open the side panel of the computer case. Install first the power supply on the computer case. Now attach the input/output backplate on the slot of the computer case. Install the motherboard. The motherboard I/O port must be aligned to the I/O backplate. Now, install the hard disk drive. Install your DVD drive. Finally, connect all the necessary cable or wire attachment to power up your system.
how to connect the front panel connector.